Hey guys! Happy Tutorial Tuesday, finally. I know it's late, I'm just getting in here. Today has been like the day of everything getting in the way of getting this done. Mainly myself getting in my own way. I kept thinking, I was panicking that the battery in my camera was like dying, and I was like, all of a sudden I'm gonna have no camera to do video with. I had the charger plugged into an extension cord and kept forgetting to plug the extension cord in. So it's my own fault. It had like 6% battery all day, and I'm like panicking, freaking out that I'm not going to have a camera to use anymore. But guess what? It's just me. So I had to take a little cool down, take a break, went out, played with the chickens, went and got stuff, my Facebook friends. I got my pumpkin coffee we were talking about. Fall is coming. Just so you know. It's going to be September before you know it. And I can't wait. So, I'm glad we're finally here. I want to go over these guys. Let me grab them all. All of these. Boop, 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 boop. Do you see the squishy goodness? Oh, yeah. So good. So these are all Beauty Blender, Blending Buds, complexion sponges. They're all for putting on foundation, other face, skin products to achieve an airbrush look. Now, I know that you can do an airbrush look with a regular foundation brush. You guys have seen me use that. You just kind of paint it on like that. Pretty fun. I like it. Very good for a full coverage, thicker layer, in my experience, and a stippling brush, which you stipple it on like this, and you can also use it for buffing, which gives you a lighter layer. Both of these are great. Excuse me. Both of these are great, but once you use a blending bud or a beauty blender or any of those sponges, I mean, just, you're done. You don't need them. This is now on my butt. Okay. Anyways. I'm trying to be cool here. It's not working. So, I'm going to start with the cheapest ones, and as I'm going through them, I will just kind of explain some things about the cosmetic sponges, and then at the end, I'm going to just tell you basically the quick and dirty how to find one that's going to work for you. So, I have my notebook here. Do you see this? She's so pretty. And I wrote down a list and the prices so that I wouldn't forget and have to sit here thinking. So the cheapest one that I have here is this one. It is a Bella Beauty. It's really big. It definitely grows a little bit when you get it wet. I really don't like it though. It was $3.99. I can't seem to get a solid price. When I go on Google, if I go to Google Shopping, which is what I usually do, and I look at all the prices and to get a ballpark, these are going from $3.99 to $9.99. But I really just, I'm not a fan of how rubbery they are. You see how hard it is to squish that, and then it doesn't spring back right away. Now, what that means, with it being so hard, when you're trying to push it onto your face, you're gonna only get right here unless you're like really smashing it on there. But then, because it doesn't spring back to life right away, if you're smashing that onto your face, you have to wait for it to come back out and then go back in, and it's just really hard. It feels more like a stress ball. Like they took the same exact material and just put it in a teardrop shape. So, it's not my favorite. That just almost went in my coffee. The next one, that's $3.99. That's how much I paid for it at TJ Maxx. The next one is $2 more. Only $2 more. It's $5.99. And it is my second favorite of all time sponge for blending makeup and getting that airbrush flawless look. And it is this guy. It is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, I think is what they call it. It's from Walmart. Side note about the Real Techniques line at Walmart, all of their brushes that I'm sure you've seen if you've been in their beauty section, I love them. They are pretty much my favorite brush. I like how they look, and let me find, I had my liner brush here to show you. I don't know what I did with that. I've got too many brushes. But, seriously. Anyways, I really love their brushes. They're really good quality. The price is not bad at all. I have a MAC brush that is in the bathroom right now because it's drying because I washed it. I've got a MAC brush that was like 5 times as much, and the one that I got is just as good. I really can't even, I can barely tell a difference. I love it. It is a fantastic brush. That line, the Real Techniques line, I recommend it. Just so you know. Everyone asks me what kind of brushes to get. You send me links, all that stuff. Go to Walmart. Solve your problems there, just like the rest of America. Okay, so there's this guy. Very squishy. I really like the flat side because I like to dot my foundation on and then smooth it all out. And it's really very good for that. And I also like to use this longer rounded side. And you can roll it on. That way you don't want to smear it all around. But I like to do it like right here where I want to have it more concentrated. Like a thicker layer, I'll go like that. This pointed spot right here, this angle, is great for getting in around your nostrils. This pointed edge is so pointy, it's really good for getting into your eyes. And then I like to, so I do this all here, this under my eyes, and then I go like this with the rest of it. And this guy is just so soft and fluffy. I shouldn't have thrown that like a cool kid. This is the squish test. Do you see this one? And then this one. This is the same, I'm like exerting the same force on it. Do you see how much littler that gets? It's so much fluffier. And look, I'm squeezing it really hard. This one too. It goes right back. This one is still working on it. I don't know if you can tell, but I can feel it in my hands. It's still working on it. And working on getting back to its regular shape. And that's just, no. So anyways, this guy, love it. Very highly recommend it. It's only $6. The one con that I have is that it stains really easily, I've noticed. I use a lot of liquid foundation, so it might just be easier for it to get in there. I mean, I only use liquid foundation, really. So, I don't know. And it's not as durable as the actual Beauty Blender. You see, like, the cracks and this thingies coming out, and it definitely is not as durable, but for $6, it's totally worth it. So the next one that are a little bit higher up on the list are the Younique Blending Buds. I had to check my thingy again. You guys know, probably obviously by now, that I'm a presenter with Younique, along with being a makeup artist. I love their products, everything about them. There's ones that work for me, just like there's ones that don't work for me. Products, I'm saying. These ones don't work for me. Everybody else that I know that doesn't use liquid foundation really likes them. I don't like them because I feel like they're too hard for a liquid foundation application, and I also feel like I use a lot more product in these ones, like as if my liquid foundation is getting sucked in. Now, something else I want to let you know is about the expanding factor. That sounds like all technical and stuff. Really, when you get it wet, you want it to grow. These are the same sponge, and this one's starting to get a little bit dry. But this guy, this is the wet one, this is the dry one. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but here, that shows you. Do you see the size difference? Dry one, wet one. You want them to get bigger. The reason for that, you want them to suck up the water. You don't want the water to just run right off of them. You want them to suck up the water, still be able to squeeze it out and have it be nice and springy. But what happens is the makeup goes just on the surface while the water's inside it, so it spreads out all over here, and you're not left with like say in this one, when I tried this one, this cheapy one, it was all stuck on here. So I was ending up with these thick, like, splotchy spots that I had to, like, blend all over like a crazy woman. And it was just like, you know. So that's what you want to make sure, that it actually expands and gets a little bit softer, if not a lot softer, when it's wet. There. So that said, These guys don't expand. Now, Younique is really good about making tools that go with their products that work really well. Like, my lash comb is nasty from doing it. Look at these. Do you see this? This is like 5 coats and like half an hour of combing my lashes out. Anyways. Wow. Their lash comb is metal, and it's got these little guys on here. These little teeth. So it's not like one of the, you know, any of the other ones like this, where if your lashes happen to be, if your lash line, like me, I have very long eyes, if I'm combing right here, these lashes are going to get all like messed up. So anyways, Younique's really good about making tools that go with their products. The reason I'm saying that is these, I think, specifically go with their products. Or another kind of cream concealer or foundation. Also really good with a pressed powder, translucent powder, blush, bronzer, things like that that you're not going to be covering your entire face with. Now, the cream foundation, let me find some to show you. It's really, really thick, which is great. It's a very full coverage, and I used this for quite a while in the winter when I needed a fuller coverage and when I just wanted something that had more oils in it. It was just working with my skin at that time. Now, I already have some on here. They're really good for that because they don't suck it up because it's so thick. So I'm not sure, these didn't expand when I got them wet, but because Younique designs a lot of their tools to go specifically with their products, I have to contact support because I'm not sure if you're even supposed to be getting them wet to use them, because normally that's like a liquid foundation and powder thing, and I'm not sure. I do really like them, though. A lot of people rave about them. I do like how pointed the edges are. They're very nice and pointy, so they're really good for getting in, you know, the crevices and all those spots. Also, I really like, it's $25 for the set. That makes it $12.50 each, which is pretty good. I mean, you know, for what you're getting, these are pretty durable. They're very squishy, but they still feel rubbery. But they're not, it's not a turnoff. They're nice and squishy still. They don't feel like a hard stress ball all over you. I do like these. I've actually, a few of my friends have old, I don't have one handy, they have old mascara case that they'll throw their lip gloss and their mascara and their little baby blending bud in there so that they can touch up like on the go. Because really, I mean, it's so pointed. It's not like you really need to have this little one. The angle is the same on the two tips. So, these guys, I like them a lot, just not for me. I use them on my clients when I'm using a different kind of product. So I don't recommend them for liquid foundation, but if you're using a cream, BB cream, or a powder, pressed powder, anything else besides liquid foundation, I really like them for that. Are you ready for the Holy Grail? You sure? Okay. This is the Beauty Blender. It is amazing. It's a little bit dry. Let me get it wet so I can show it to you at its full potential. So this guy, I will say it right now, it's expensive. $19 for the sponge. I was using the Real Techniques ones forever. These are actually, I've had like 5 of these. These are just the last 2 that I still have around. I use those forever. Excuse me. But I was at Sephora with my stepmom, Kelly, and I was just, you know, I was just like, okay, I'm going to get it. I'm at Sephora. I have to get it. It's like the Sephora craze took over. But, so I got it. And I love it. I'm never going back. Ever. I mean, unless I have to. Then I would use one of these. But I love it. I don't even know, like, I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I absolutely love it. You will notice that the bottom is a little bit lighter right now. That's because this one is older, and the dye that they have, a little bit of color washout is normal when you wash the sponge, because they do use a safe, naturally based dye that's good for you. Not good for you, but like not, you know, unsafe or anything. So it does wash out a little bit. I think it's vegetable based, I'm not sure. But it does wash out a little bit, and if you see the color running while you're washing your makeup out in the sink or whatever, don't worry about it. It's supposed to do that. It's totally fine. It doesn't affect the shape or the sponge at all. So this guy, love it. Let's do the squish test. Okay, you ready? Here's the rubbery stress ball one. This one. And this one. This is squishing as hard as I can, okay? Do you see this? Look at this. I can squeeze more water out. Anyways, it's great. It feels like this like fluffy cloud. Do you see how much I can squish it on my face to do that? And then compared to this one. Ready? Now watch. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You want this. It sucks in the water, but it keeps the makeup on top. And also, I'm not exactly sure because I have to play with different formulations and different foundations to really say that I'm sure. But I've heard a lot of talk about it sucks in the oils. So if you have oily skin, like me, it's really good for kind of keeping some of those oils away from your face. I use a matte foundation that doesn't really have many oils in it anyways, so I'm not really sure. That's why I have to play around with different foundations still. But $19, I really recommend this. If you want to get one of these guys for $5.99, is that what I said it was? Yeah. If you want to get one of these guys for $5.99, test it out, see if you like this application method using a sponge in general. Do that. Try it out. You may find that you like this flat edge a lot. That's why I liked it for so long. You may find you like this the most. Then, if you really, really like it, but you find that they're kind of falling apart on you after a while, they're not coming as clean as you want, those are the issues that I found, go to the Beauty Blender. It's such a good deal. They even have the blender cleanser that you can get with it, which is perfect for cleansing any kind of makeup out of it and still keeping the integrity of the sponge. So I really recommend that. My all-time favorite. Second favorite, this Real Techniques one from Walmart. Third favorite are the Blending Buds from Younique. I love them, just not for liquid foundation. And then last but not least, any of these, or not least, last and least. Any of these stress ball feeling ones. If it feels like a stress ball, don't get it. If it feels like a pencil eraser, don't get it. If it feels like your knuckles are getting a workout when you're squeezing it, don't get it. Spend $2 more and get one of these at Walmart. So that's all I've got for you guys. Oh wait, no, just kidding. Just kidding. Also, when you get it home, if you're still not sure, put it in some water and see if it grows. If it grows, you've got a good one. Generally. Okay, so that is all that I've got for you guys. Thanks for waiting, being patient. I know. Also, let you know, something's up with my phone and our internet. I don't know what it is, but lately I'm not getting any messages or notifications unless I turn my phone screen on, like unless I unlock it. I don't know what's going on. But every time I turn my phone on, I get like a barrage of messages and texts and Facebook notifications and Instas and just like, I don't know what the deal is. It's like none of my push notifications are coming in unless the screen's on. So, if you've messaged me and I'm ignoring you, I'm not really ignoring you. You know that's not my style, unless I forget that I have to respond. So, do it again. Keep sending me a message. Post on my wall. Post on the Makeup Chicks page. Send me an email. Maybe a smoke signal. I don't know. But just so you know, I'm having technology issues with that. So I'm not trying to ignore anybody. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here so I can get back to everybody as soon as I can. But sometimes I just don't know because my phone's being really silly and annoying. So, anyways, just want to let you guys know. If you would like me to do an updated foundation routine, I would love to do that next week, or maybe before then even if I get time. We have a family reunion this weekend, but I mean, who knows? So send me a message or comment here, like it, share it if you really like it, that would be great. Or share it if you like me, even if you don't like the video, because then everybody else sees it and that's exciting. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, your thoughts. If you need any help, definitely reach out to me. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon.